Hello, I'm here once again for our phonics lesson. Phonics lesson. And this is our last lesson for the series, the CH sound, how to pronounce them. 3 ways to pronounce them. Let's go quickly, 20 seconds of our recapitulation. First, we look at the CH sound can be pronounced in 3 ways. We said when that CH sound it can be pronounced SH, sh, it can be pronounced TCH, sh, and it can be pronounced K, K. We look at the first one. We said that when the word emanates, when the word originates, when the word comes from, or when the word comes from French origin, the modern French, to be specific, to be exact, then we say that that word should be pronounced as sh. Like example, Chicago. Then we look at the second reason. We said that when the word originate, comes from comes from the classical Greek or Greek origin, it's pronounced with K, K, K. And we are going to look at the last one. The reason number 3, most of the CH words with a ch sound come from Old English and are Germanic in origin. So when the words are coming from old, outmoded English, archaic English, then we are going to pronounce the word as ch when they are Germanic in origin. Let's look at examples. Number 1, we have a word like, we have the word child. We have the word like church. You see the ch sound, church, ch. And we have the each. Let's look at the IPA transcription so we can render the proficiency of their pronunciation. So we have this one, which is a child, child. Child. Let's go to the next. The next pronunciation is church. And let's look at the last one. Each. However, some the ch sound, some TCH, or which is the ch sound, words such as chase. So this one, chase, challenge, and chance are derived from Old French. So we have some exception. We said that we are saying that the TCH, that means the sound for CH sound, like examples we looked at, which are Germanic in origin and they are from Old English, normally we pronounce with a ch sound. But however, there are some exceptions. If you look at them, we look at the words like, it said, however, some CH sound words such as chase, challenge, and chance are not from Old English, or they are not Germanic in origin, but they are from Old French. So this makes English very difficult to study. So where CH was pronounced ch, so this is the only time the CH is pronounced as the origin is from French or Old French. Let's go. The CH letter combination didn't exist in Old English. In Old English, they didn't have it, which used the letter C, only the C instead of CH, for both K and ch sounds. That is, for both K and ch sounds. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, let's see what's happened. After the Norman conquest, Middle English scribes introduced the Gaelic CH spelling. It was used in words from Old French that were already spelled with CH. as well as in Old English, words pronounced with TCH and formally spelled with C. So we said the Old English, we were told that we didn't have the CH, so it was only using the letter C for the spelling. So if you want to spell church, they use only the C. If you want to spell somewhere, they use only the C. But later on, when the Norman conquest the middle, after the Norman conquest, then they introduced that. Okay, let's move on. French spelling habits were applied to native English vocabulary. The American Heritage Guide to Contemporary Usage and Style says, and the word spelled, this word was spelled like this. This word was spelled like this. Child, C-I-L-D. Now we put the H there to become child. In Old English, it was spelled in the Old English, not with the CH, but with the C. For instance, came to be spelled child. So from C became CH in Middle and Modern English after the Norman came to conquer. Interestingly, the CH letter combination pronounced in Old French later came to be pronounced ch in Modern French. Do you see the modification? You see, when it was pronounced in the Old French, now in the Modern French, not ch, but sh. In the Old French, in the Modern French. But the English words with CH that came from Old French tended to retain the earlier ch pronunciation. Finally, US place names in which the CH is pronounced sh, like Chicago and Michigan, generally come from French version of American Indian names. Thank you very much for going through such a complex, sophisticated lesson. And I hope you'll be able to digest and assimilate the key points that emanated from the lesson. See you. Adios. Bye.